All right, so today I'm going to be comparing two SD cards. These are the SD cards, so these are the full size. This is not a micro SD card. This is the brand new Samsung Evo Plus. So this one's rated for up to 130 megabytes per second. This is the old Sandisk Extreme Pro. This is rated for 95 megabytes per second. They do have a faster version out now, which is rated for 170 megabytes per second. No card really actually hits the speeds that they're rated for, but we're going to see what we can actually get out of these two and find out which one is actually faster. So I'm going to start out with the Sandisk Extreme Pro. This is my tried and true, always use this card. This is my favorite card. We're going to see what kind of speeds we can get with that. So I'm going to use Crystal Disk Mark. And I'm going to run all tests. Okay, so we actually do have speeds that are pretty close to the advertised on this one. So with the Sandisk, we're getting about 95 megabytes read and around 90 megabytes write. And of course, this is best case scenario, this is worst case scenario. So this is 1 megabytes, 8 process 1 thread, 1 process 1 thread. So these are the best speeds you're going to get. And then this is worst case scenario. So this is all 4 kilobyte files and they are random instead of sequential. So we're getting much slower speeds here. So we're getting about 8 megabytes read and about 2.5 megabytes write. Now for an SD card, you're almost always going to be using this for video and a camera or something like that. So these files right here are going to be the ones that actually matter. Even if you're taking pictures that are, usually around 5 megabytes in size, you're never going to see a 4 kilobyte file. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this. And it's time to try out the Samsung. Okay, so we're actually getting numbers that are pretty darn close to what the Sandisk is. It is a tiny, we're talking about 1 megabyte per second faster than the Sandisk at the 1 megabyte files. Go ahead and open up. All right, so I got the old Sandisk on the left and I got the new Samsung on the right. What I'm really curious about is with the new Samsung Pro, if and when that thing actually comes out, how much faster that's going to be than this. This is definitely not hitting the speeds of 130 megabytes per second like I was hoping for, but this is still a fairly competent card. So the Evo, the economy Samsung card, if you're using an old Sandisk card, this is essentially equivalent.